So now the whole reason we're here, James's shiny new Ioniq 45, the Project 45 edition. What a cracking car. The colour's really impressive because here it looks grey, but when the sun comes out, as it was a minute ago, it suddenly changes colour and it goes green in front of your eyes. What an absolutely amazing car. He's insisted he wanted it kept in all the protective wrapping, the transport film from the factory, so he wants to be able to rip that off himself. Okay, so we are quick test drive in the Ioniq 5, the Hyundai Ioniq 5. It's very different from the Enyaq, and yet very similar. Same sort of power, certainly feels the same sort of perkiness. The displays are very different though. And one thing I found straight away, the auto regen, which I'm told is very similar to the Volkswagen Group system, is not like it at all. It seems to brake much less. I was coming up to a roundabout a little while ago and hit auto regen, or rather let auto regen do it. Yeah, again, it's not slowing as much as the Skoda would do. Whoa, and we have to brake. Yep, it's not quite as auto as the Volkswagen system is. Anyway, very impressive car. Certainly notice lots of people just staring at it as I drive past because it's quite a striking looking vehicle. And yeah, anyone who buys one of these will be very pleased with it. An absolutely cracking vehicle. There we go, the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Most about the Ioniq as compared to the Skoda is that the screens are noticeably smaller. I think these are 12 inches versus 13 on the Skoda, but I don't know, these just feel much smaller. And although there are two of them, this one in front, the corners are obscured by the steering wheel. So actually, you're not able to see all of it. It's only the corners, but it kind of makes the small screen in the centre seem a little more sensible on the Skoda. But yeah, very smooth delivery of power, as you'd expect from any modern EV. It's nice and quiet. There's no noise crashing through the cabin from various bumps and things I've gone over. So yeah, it's a great car. Don't think I'm going to swap it for my Enyaq just yet, but this is a really solid choice if anyone's looking for an EV these days. It's a very big car. It's bigger than it looks when you see it in the pictures. I think it's, if you think more sort of Range Rover Evoque type size, then you'll be in the right ballpark. Bizarrely, when I lift off the acceleration there, it brakes more than I would expect the equivalent Skoda system to do, i.e. it's not as willing to coast. It's strange, it's not as willing to coast, and yet when it's coming up to a roundabout, it's not as willing to brake. Certainly based on my experience so far, so that's weird. So unlike the Volkswagen system, the regen in this car, you can select levels 1, 2, 3 auto or one pedal driving, whereas the Skoda Enyaq and the other MEB cars, they default to auto regen, and then you can adjust that via levels 1, 2 or 3 using the flappy pedals. This one gives you complete control, so you have got complete choice. You can have one pedal driving, level 1, 2 or 3, or the auto. But I don't think the auto system in this is quite as good. It seems much more reluctant to brake when it's approaching a roundabout, and when you're on a clear road, it seems less keen to coast than the system in the Enyaq. That's weird. I'm sure once you get used to it though, absolutely fine. I've very quickly got used to this. I've never driven a Hyundai in my life, and very quickly got to grips with this system. just different from what I've got used to over the last couple of months on the Enyaq. But having that freedom to choose, yeah, that's maybe a positive.
Well, I say that, I just ripped it. Yeah, let's come this way.
So is this like Christmas?
Just a bit.
Madness. Madness.
So, well, I'm going to send you the invoice, yeah?
Yeah.
For when I'm finished.
Well, we pay the balance about £9 an hour. So.
I thought it was £9 for each one that I rip off.